When you see this symbol, you know you're watching television that's educational and informational. The More You Know on NBC.
Hi everyone, I'm Dreyer. Get ready to discover one of Europe's wildest regions, the Iberian Peninsula. On today's show, this rare feline is on the prowl, but can it catch its favorite prey? And one wet and wily family sets out to claim a 12-mile stretch of river. Plus, this is no ordinary predator, but just who is eating whom? And it's owl or nothing when these little ones get ready to fly. This and much more right now on Earth Odyssey. There are some places on Earth that remain remote, even when surrounded by civilization. That's especially true in Europe's southwestern corner, the Iberian Peninsula. Here, wildlife species have developed in a myriad of habitats with some unforgettable results. The Pyrenees Mountains cut off the Iberian Peninsula from the rest of Europe. As a result, many species are endemic only to Iberia, including one of the rarest wildcats on the planet. The Iberian lynx. This petite predator is now found in only 2 areas of Spain. In 2002, there were fewer than 100 left due to extensive hunting and habitat loss. Successful conservation has helped their numbers bounce back to more than 1,500 individuals. This young wildcat is experiencing his first spring as an adult. This species has a characteristic beard around its face, prominent black ear tufts, and a bobbed tail. The lynx, although small for a wildcat, is Europe's 3rd largest predator, after the brown bear and the wolf. Fully separated from his mother, this solitary male is mastering the art of the hunt. At around 25 pounds, he's a small prey specialist. And one animal makes up almost 95% of his diet: the European rabbit. To survive, the lynx needs to catch at least 1 rabbit a day. They prefer to hunt at dusk, dawn, or at night. But when food is scarce, any time of day will do. Their spotted coat has evolved to match the sparse scrubland. There's little cover, so staying low is his only choice. If one rabbit spots him, they'll all head underground to their network of burrows called a warren. If the lynx can catch just one, he won't have to eat for the rest of the day. But this time, the rabbit narrowly outwits the novice predator. As spring heat rises, water in these rugged mountains separating France and Spain will start to dry up. Luckily, the lynx has found an aquifer, leaching water in his new territory. It's a potential lifesaver. He's survived the most dangerous year in a lynx's life. Only 50% make it to adulthood. A few miles away, another Iberian lynx is focused on her offspring. Her species usually has just 3 cubs, but she's got 4. The young lynx have survived on their mother's milk and the safety of their den. Now it's time to start exploring. And do a little play fighting. It's all fun and games, but it will be an important skill since they'll need to defend a territory when they leave the den. One youngster is showing good instincts, following his mother on a hunt. Learning from her will be key. But the little cub's strong prey drive is a distraction. He can't resist investigating a tempting bird. Going off course can mean a failed hunt or worse. Now he's been separated from his mom. The cub now needs to find his way back to the den. He detects a familiar smell, one of his siblings. He's home. It may not seem like much, but conquering his first challenge will serve him well. The cubs will all have to leave in just 4 months. Spreading far and wide is crucial to creating a more diverse gene pool for one of the world's rarest species. Coming up, she's got a secret superpower right under her nose. And instead of a plant-eating bug, we discover a bug-eating plant. Plus, find out who is taking cover in a 500-year-old tree. All that and more when Earth Odyssey comes right back.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Andalusia in southern Spain has mild winters. Temperatures rarely drop below 40 degrees Fahrenheit, so life here continues frost-free year-round. And all year, one aquatic species is busy letting everyone know this 12-mile stretch of river is taken. The Eurasian otter is in the same family as the skunk, badger, weasel, and wolverine. She's an extremely efficient hunter, but right now, she's a parent first. It's her kid's first winter outside the otter's den, called a holt, and they've got a lot to learn. Just under a year old, they're being taken on a hunting expedition. Their thick, waterproof fur and webbed feet help in this watery world, which is rich with food. Today's prey are numerous, but one is heavily armored: the crayfish. The freshwater crustacean is related to the lobster and perfect for the otter's seafood-loving taste buds. The mother otter is a seasoned pro. Her muscular tail helps steer and glide through the water, acting like a built-in boat rudder. These otters normally dive underwater for about 30 seconds before surfacing for another breath. The otter needs to make careful choices about where to dive. Luckily, it has a secret weapon: whiskers. Long, sensitive whiskers detect vibrations underwater for diving and hunting with pinpoint accuracy. It's critical for the kids to use this time to learn from their mother what to eat and where to find it. Since they're not as skilled as their teacher, they stick to the shallows. It's not elegant, but it's a good start. Crayfish, insects, and other crustaceans are hiding under rocks. But once they're on their own, these adaptable predators will eat anything they can get their paws on. They might be starting to get the hang of it, but these young ones are still easily distracted. And their play fighting has attracted an audience. A colorful kingfisher. The otters splashing scarce fish to the surface. An expert hunter, the kingfisher dives straight from his perch with a highly effective wedge-shaped beak. The otter young will only have 3 more months with their mother to fine-tune their hunting. It's time to cram in as much practice as they can. By this time next year, they'll be ducking and diving in their own section of the river. Coming up, this species comes to life only after a fire. And what's a parent to do with 3 hungry beaks to feed? See how they manage when Earth Odyssey comes right back.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
Nature has ingenious solutions to the problems of survival, but some solutions are downright mind-bending, especially when it comes to plants turning out to be predators. Take a look.
As weather patterns change, many parts of Spain and Portugal now go for months without rain. And as summer temperatures rise, grass and woodlands can ignite. The blazing scrub can burn at 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And while fires are devastating to many species, some depend on it. This land that was scorched by fire a year ago has had a revival. The extreme heat triggers Portuguese sundew seeds to germinate. This resilient plant is found almost exclusively on land decimated by fire. But the poor quality of the soil means this plant must get its nutrients elsewhere. so it releases a sweet smell, luring insects to come closer. But that can be a fatal mistake. The Portuguese sundew is a carnivore, a perfect predatory plant. Sticky globules are secreted from special glands, and the more the insect moves, the more ensnared in the plant it becomes. Enzymes dissolve the victim so the plant can absorb its nutrients. Digestion can take several days. It might be nutritious, but it's not a pretty sight. Portuguese sundew prefer dry regions where fires come every year. But most predatory plants prefer moist or tropical habitats. In fact, there are more than 700 other carnivorous plant species on Earth just waiting for their next meal. Coming up, who gives a hoot if it's after midnight? Not these little ones. Find out what they're after when Earth Odyssey returns.
We'll be right back to The More You Know on NBC. We now return to The More You Know on NBC.
All life has to adapt to the extremes of the seasons, including the olive tree. This plant is a drought survivor. The olive has specialized roots to absorb the sporadic rainfall in the Mediterranean region. The trees have been cultivated for millennia with an average lifespan of 500 years. The trunks warp as they grow, creating plenty of hiding spaces for other species, like the little owl. At just 8 inches tall, this species lives up to its namesake. With yellow eyes and white brows, the little owl is a real looker. Right now, she's busy keeping her 3 chicks fed. And at 3 weeks old, they're constantly hungry. Little owls typically perch until ready to swoop down on their prey. Luckily, she's not working alone. At first, the male owl brings in food to the brood, which the female then doles out. But as the chicks grow and demand more, it takes 2 to get the job done. Like a tag team, Mom and Dad hunt all day and night. From dusk to dawn, it's a race to fatten the little owl chicks with insects, earthworms, and small mammals. And a good thing, too, in just 4 to 5 weeks, it will be time for these little wise guys to hunt on their own.
Wild animals are important to people for practical and symbolic reasons. The Iberian species we met today are no exception. The lynx is a keystone species in Spain, crucial to the well-being of other species. And the little owl represents wisdom in both the ancient Greek and Roman cultures. Be sure to join us next time to meet more intriguing species here on Earth Odyssey. I'm Dreyer. Thanks for watching.